Good morning, good morning on the first day of the week. So just wait a minute, so minutes later. I'm just going to wait a few minutes before I get into talking about the Space Force. Because this is their flag. And as you can see, it's ran by the Air Force. All right. And if you can see behind, I might as well just get right into this because this is so interesting. Does anybody see what I see in the background? The pentagrams upside down. And one says, you can't really see it from here, but one says, going in the back there, says Valor. Valor. And it's an upside down pentagram. All right. And it looks like part of the Statue of Liberty or somebody with a crown. I think it's Columbia as like, I can't remember that. It's like the same one as the Statue of Liberty. Maybe somebody mentioned what it is. And the other one, well, they both say Valor, but they're a little different. So here's this one in the background. The code of silence. So you see the Space Force, he's got a muzzle on. Look at it, look at the trance that this guy is in. You see the trance, you know? He's in a trance right now. This gentleman, these two gentlemen holding these flags are in a trance. Now, so disciplined. Oh, they're disciplined. They're disciplined. You know, that's what the military would call it. But they got these guys all wound up. So here I am. I want to talk about the Space Force and Donald Trump. So now that we went over that first photo, we're going to go right to the United States Space Force web. We're going to go right to their website, and wow, there's a lot of stuff in plain sight here. Good morning, Miranda. How are you? We're talking about the United States Space Force. This is interesting. I don't know what's going on here. This guy's happy. He's a civilian, and he's happy that he got inducted into the Space Force. That's what this story is about. It says Edward Dwight, Sculp's pioneer, celebrates his induction into the U.S. Space Force August 5th, 2020, at the Pentagon, Arlington, Virginia. The Space Force hosted the Dwight ceremony and presented him with the Commander's Public Service Award and a reduction into the Space Force as an honorary member. U.S. Air Force photo by Staff Sergeant Armando Morales. So, Trump came to my town. Wow, they did? Wow, what town was it? I was just watching New Hampshire, and then I was like, I got to go live and talk about the Space Force. What town did he come to out there? Did you go talk to him about the firmament? Mankato. Okay. I'll be honest, I have no idea where Mankato is. Trump came to Watertown before he was president when he was doing his campaigning. But I didn't go to that because I think it was $100 to go, and it was just out of it was at the Watertown Airport, and I didn't go. So let's look at someone's getting sworn in here. Lieutenant General Nina Arm Armagno. I can't really pronounce it, but this lady is getting sworn in. Lieutenant General, 3 star. Look at her. She's all in a trance too. She's taking an oath and swearing her allegiance. So they're swearing their allegiance to a piece of cloth. All right, that's what they're doing on a pole. So they're swearing their allegiance to a piece of cloth on a pole. So how do you? So, yeah. When was he there, Miranda? When was Trump there? Exactly. It makes me wonder if he's come here. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Here's some more crazy shit. Look at these photos. I'm on the United States Space Force official website. General Raymond, this is General Raymond doing an elbow bump. Elbow bumping. Look, they're mocking us. They're like, hey, man. They're like, hey, check this out, bro. We did it. We got it, man. We got you the con. Look, the John's like, we got you the money, bro. And he's like, yeah. Listen, this guy just got $1 billion. That civilian just got billions. Actually, you know what? It's probably trillions. It's probably with a T now. Probably into the trillions, to be honest with you. The billions is not even. Wow. So that's what's going on here. The elbow bumping. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, I did it. I got it. You know, this guy, this piece of shit, Edward Dwight, ED. Edward Dwight, sculptor and space pioneer. He's a sculptor and a space pioneer. Well, what is he sculpting? And then let's talk about the space pioneer. That's what this says here. All right. So that's what I'm reading about. Sculptor and space pioneer. Well, the only space is between Earth and the firmament. This Dwight piece of shit, he's going to tell everybody about outer space and the vacuum of space and how we can go to land on the moon and land on Mars. And this guy is getting the contracts for it all. The 17th. All right. So a couple weeks ago. Had a knot in my stomach the entire day. Yeah. That was the same type of feeling I had too when Trump came up here 4 years ago. I was interested, but I knew like there was something off. Like I don't know. And I figured I wasn't when Trump came to Watertown. I was not a flat earth because Trump came 4 years ago, and I learned about flat Earth just over 3 years ago. And I'm with you, I kind of did fall for Trump's campaign, and then I learned about being a flat earther, and I was like, holy smokes, Trump is talking fake news. All right, Trump. Fake news, fake news. All right, all right. And then I seen him give money to NASA. And I was like, whoa, Trump, what'd you? I thought Trump knew the truth, right? He's talking about fake news, and now here I am, a flat earther, just brand new, and I'm knowing about the fake news. I'm like, wow, Trump really gonna help us out. And then not only did he give money to NASA, Trump created another branch of the military that's going to mock us even more. Let's look at their logo here. States Space Force. We're going to look at their logo. All right, does everybody see the CGI animation here? I'm going to try to get it where there's no glare. Sorry about the glare, guys. We got the triangle. Doesn't that look like Star Trek or something? Is that like a Star Trek symbol? Yeah, he did talk about Mars and the Space Force. Yeah, I seen that. So Trump says he's gonna land the first woman on the moon. No, you cannot land anybody on the moon. The moon is made out of a plasma. Okay, all right, and those crater marks in the moon can come from two ways that I know of: fire and brimstone. Okay, because the moon has lost at least a third of her light. If we look at the full moon and you see how scarred and damaged the moon is, yes, the moon is transparent. It can be passed through. So these craters are not because of like asteroids or meteors. Kings and people of the earth and militaries of the earth have literally shot the moon, shot things at the moon, and you can hit the moon. The moon is just above the earth. In her circuits, the moon is just above the earth, into the clouds. Like last night, it was beautiful. The moon was in Watertown's clouds, and my buddy said he's never seen how close, because it was only lighting up the clouds that it was behind, that they got in front of it. And I said, yeah, because the moon isn't 240,000 miles. The moon is right above the earth. You can literally fly a plane into it. Yes, you can literally fly a plane into the moon. Now, what happens if you do? I have no idea. But it can be passed, and those are holes. Like now, they're going to say meteors all did that. There's only two ways that lost third of its light. If God had fired, like he has said, fire and brimstone at the earth, he could have a third of the moon's light. Now, where we are today, we know what's going on with all their missile defenses and everything. You can still shoot the moon like a stop sign. Think about this. They're just rich people rednecks, all right? Yeah, you missed a lot. How you doing? Yeah, Elise, you missed a lot. So we're talking about the Space Force. But just like a stop sign in the country, it's always full of bullet holes, right? People can't help and see a target and shoot at it, okay? The same thing has happened with the moon. The moon has been shot at. That's why those crater holes are in it. The moon is scarred, beat up. The moon has lost at least a third of her light. So, Elise, we're talking about the Space Force. And what's going on? All right. So that's their. So you got the CGI Earth back here, and you got a fake satellite down there. See the fake satellite? It's kind of, I don't know how to do a split screen and all that other stuff yet, where I could just click over here and show you. I don't know how to do that. If you know how to do that, tell me how to do it, because that'd be cool. Did you add another star to the wall for when the police had to come for the paintballs? No, I haven't. And actually, I didn't about it. But it's kind of like my rights have already been violated. You know, they're Oh, let's talk about that for a minute. I'm glad you brought up the stars because I got some news that I'm not so happy about. I'm not happy about it, and I gotta. I have from the district attorney's office of Jefferson County. Well, so here's the whole. They sent me a lot of paper, but I'm just going to read the conclusion. So what I'll do is I'll show you it. If you want to pause it, go ahead and pause it. So I'll read what it says. Hey, Plastos, how you doing? It says, this is the whole summary. The people deny any and all evidence of the fact made by the defendant in his moving papers that the people have not specifically concerned herein. Wherefore, your afferent respectfully request that the prayed for relief in all respects denied, except those persons suspectedly concealed or concerned to herein. Please note the people are and remain ready for trial. So, in conclusion, the DA is ready for trial. And that's Chris Jefferson County District Attorney, Watertown, New York, 13601. And her telephone number is 315-785-3053. So, now that I'll go back to talking about Space Force. We're going to break and talk about this. So, let's go to the law that I'm charged with. Because this is an easy one. I'm going to embarrass the Jefferson County District. She will lose to Donnie Lee Berger. So let's go to the law that they charged me with. So, Section 140 of the penal law states when. Now, she didn't put the whole law in here, but she brought up 2 points in here, which we're going to talk about. So basically, they're saying that I'm guilty of criminal tampering because I, having no right to do so, nor any reasonable ground to believe that he has such a right. Wait a second. Having no right to do so. I have the right to do so. How so? The First Amendment protects me. Now, I have all flipped over the American flag at City Hall several times. And they didn't charge me with this because they knew I was within my rights. So right here, nor any reasonable ground to believe. So they must prove that I knew, that I believed that I didn't have the right. First off, I have the right, and you can watch my videos to prove that I believe I know I have the right. So basically, is like for example, criminal tampering should be used to a place and destroyed their electrical box. I know I didn't have the right to do that. That's where criminal tampering would come in. But the issue of the flag and me bringing it down and placing it in the bin for retrieval is an act of protest. I have already petitioned the city several times. But what's different now is the gay pride flag. And guess what? The gay pride people called the governor. Oh, and the gay pride people threw it out there all over the 7 News and made me look bad. But you know what? I have been having the support of the people. I cannot tell you how many times I've been stopped walking down the side from someone saying, I am so happy that you took down that flag. Thank you. You're welcome. Welcome. So you know who you are. You watch my videos, so you know what I'm up to. And I appreciate that. I really appreciate it because I really haven't had any problems meeting and talking to people about this. So let's go back to this law that they're saying that I'm guilty of. So first off, there's 2 parts to this law. All right. So I already just that I had reasonable ground. I have reasonable ground of taking that down. I have the right stuff. Tampers with private person. Well, if it's on the city's flagpole, it belongs to the people. It's public. Now, it wasn't like, now, this would be if I went over to a business, let's say Jeff Graham's bar, right? He flies that gay pride flag. So it would be like if I went over there and I took his flag and then I stuffed it in his drop box, that's different because Jeff Graham is that property and it's just Jeff Graham. Okay? Here, this is public. The First Amendment gives us the right to protest for a grievance against the government, against the city or the county or the state. Okay? Look what's going on here. I've been flipping flags before this COVID-19 came out. All right? I've been telling you guys we were a nation in distress before COVID hit. Dubia, how you doing? So I'm gonna go back. So anyway, let's go back to this law. Another person would intend to cause substantial inconvenience to such persons or a third person. Nobody was caused a substantial inconvenience. First off, I'm calling Mr., the one who called the cops on me. All right. Mr. watched my video and decided to get on his bicycle and pedal over there and illegally take a stick and pull the flag out of the secure lockbox. So he went into a secure lockbox and fished it out with a stick. I should call the cops on Brandon. I should. So but I won't. That guy's an idiot. What's up, Dave, bro? How you doing? What's up, bro? So that's your YouTube name. All right. So anyway, I mean, I'm not guilty of this law. And so there's going to be a trial, I guess. Okay. And what does that mean? So that means I'm going to have a jury because there's 2 ways you can go about it. Well, there's actually a few ways, but there's 2 ways. You could have just a judge only, which is a bad idea, which is a horrible idea, or you have a jury. And now I do not know how many is on here. Now I thought there was 8. Somebody told me there was 10. I thought there used to be 12. So I really don't know how many jurors will be on here. So, but anyway, the DA is wanting to take me taking down the gay pride flag to trial. Okay, well, Donnie Lee Berger, I can't even say my own last name sometimes. Donnie Lee is going to destroy Christina in court. All right, Christina Mills, you will be destroyed in court, okay, because you're coming against the truth. All right, nothing can stand against the truth, okay? All right. And Casey Transgard, I guess she's the one that shows up in court. I guess she's the one that's been putting this together. So first off, this right here is bullshit because I objected to them getting an extension. This was late. They missed their deadline to file this. This was late, people. By 2 weeks. This came 2 weeks late. I object. My lawyer said he was going to give a professional courtesy, and the judge said he was going to give it to him anyway. Wait a second. Why is there deadlines? So you're going to just trample my rights again, Judge Neto? So, yeah, Neto, what in the hell were you thinking when you allowed the DA an extra 2 weeks? When it's in direct violation of my rights. All right? You want me to follow the law, then you need to follow the law. And plus, I'm following the law. This is an unlawful arrest. Unlawful arrest. And now it's going to cost the city of Watertown even money to try to convince everybody that I am guilty of criminal tampering. The city of Watertown this. I already told the mayor and the council, you put that flag up next year, I will take it down again next. Absolutely, 100%. You put that flag up next year, I'll take it right back down again. Absolutely, 100%. I'm not backing down from these pedophiles and these sick abominations, all right? Did you see the protest of their parade? It looked like a bunch of clowns from Vegas. That's what it looked like. A bunch of clowns from Vegas. Wow. We're not going to stand for it. So anyway, let's go back to talking about the space, because this is what this is all about. I wanted to make a live just on the Space Force. But because somebody distracted me, and who, but got me thinking about my stars on the wall. Oh, I'm on the United States Space Force website, and I'm just going through the photo section. All right. So, here's a good photo. Absolutely. So this photo, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Why is that rocket? So there's the rocket, right? Got this time lapse. It's a time lapse photo over this other rocket. So see how it curves out to sea? This is what they do when they launch. I am not telling people that they are launching and that they're not really building these rockets. Okay? They really are. They are really building things, and they are really doing things. But they're not going into outer space. That's evident. Look at this photo. It curves out to space. I mean, it curves out to sea. Because why? Why does it have to curve? Firmament, all right? You can only go up so high before you hit the firmament. Now, what is that number? Depending on where you are, my guesstimate where I am in Watertown is about 300,000 miles up, or 300,000 feet, not miles. 300,000 feet is what I'm guessing the firmament is above where I'm at. According to, if you're seeing things from Antarctica, it's much closer because I guess where it comes down. Okay. But where I'm guessing the height is about 300,000 feet. And that's somewhere around 70 to 80 miles. $75 miles. So yeah, it's about, yeah, I'm guessing 70 miles up is where the firmament is. Okay, that's just because I'm guesstimating some of the models that I have seen and what we can really go up to. All right. Because I've seen high altitude stuff, and it just gives me an estimate, a rough estimate about how high it is. So we can only go up 75 miles, okay? Up, straight up. If we were straight up, 75 miles is just about it before you hit the firmament. So here's one of their flags. Can't really see it that great, but got a little fold in it. Let me try to zoom in on it. See, it's got that triangle thing, like Star Trek or whatever it was. They're mocking us, man. They got a Star Trek symbol in there. Oh, here's a good one if everybody wants to know where the headquarters are. Well, I don't know if it says headquarters, but that's for them. But I mean, is that where they're running it from? No, they're not running it from there. They're just visiting there. All right. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is a CGI image, and it even says it. So before I even show you what the article, there's your satellite. There's your fake ass satellite, and the article clears a conceptual drawing of the weather system follow on microwave satellite. It's a microwave satellite, people. Now, let's talk about this. This is important. This is important, people. This is extremely important if we're going to be talking about 5G and what's going on. So they're showing, but guess what? Let's talk about microwaves for a minute. Microwaves are still going to be out there, but they're not coming from that satellite. They're going to be coming from aircraft. They're going to be coming from different things that they're putting up. All right, not in outer space. Okay. They're weaponizing space. Okay. And what they're weaponizing is from the earth to the firmament. All right. They're going to weaponize the airspace. Yeah, they're going to have things up there, that ground, but it's not in space, and they're not what they're showing you. That's the formation HQ373. Oh, so Dubious brother, he's got an Air Force background. He knows a lot about the Air Force, and here I am tearing the Air Force apart. Listen, I got retired Air Force. All right, he was in there forever. He was in there for like, I don't know, 30 years. All right, he made it all the way up through, was it E-82 when he retired? So listen, I understand. All right, all these people are in a trance. So quick links, contact jobs. Contact. Let's go to their contact. So they basically blow you off. It says, due to the volume of electronic mail comments, we are unable to respond to each submission. If you have a general military question, please ask the Department of Defense frequently asked questions. It just refers you to the Air Force. So transfer. So basically, they don't, I mean, you got email. Oh, here's some phone numbers. That's what's up. What's up? That's what I was looking for, people, the phone numbers. All right. So there they are. So we got the recruiting service, 1-800-525-0102. Public inquiries, 3697-3039. And the press desk, new media, 703-695-0640. NASA uses Saurus cycles determine eclipses, which are based on a flat Earth. Yes, that's correct. There is documents from NASA that state a flat, motionless Earth every time they do their calculations for launch or aircraft or whatever they're doing. It's always off a flat, motionless Earth. But they tell us the opposite. So we got press media inquiries. So I should call out numbers. I got to take a screenshot phone numbers so I can call these people later. Oh, I should call them right now. I'm going to call the Space Force, everybody. All right, so I'm going to go back to my screenshot and write down this number. And we're going to call the Space Force. The press desk, the news media inquiries. So we're going to call the press desk. Because I'm Donnie Lee from Flat Earth, Watertown, New York on YouTube. All right. And if you don't know by now, hit the like button, subscribe. All right. We're going to call the U.S. Space Force. Let's see here. Now it's Sunday. They're probably not. I'm calling Virginia. Just ringing. Don't they got an answer machine?
The mailbox you have reached cannot accept messages.
Did you guys hear that? It said the mailbox you reached cannot receive messages. That's what it said. So let's call another number. Let's go back to this. I didn't write all the numbers down. Let's call the other one. We got public inquiries at 703-697-3039. And we got recruiting service at 1-800-525-0102. All right, so let's call the public relations. Was it public inquiries? 703 is the same area code for the
The mailbox you have reached cannot accept messages.
So this one said the same thing. The mailbox you reach cannot accept messages. So two numbers said the same thing. And Dubious Brother said 703, that's the CIA. That's awesome. So if anybody does, Dubious Brother knows quite a bit about military stuff. So that's cool. 703 is CIA. All right, cool. Well, guess what? CIA, Donnie Lee wants to interview. I'm going to interview you guys. All right, so 1-800 number for recruiting. Let's try to join the Space Force. Let me try to join the Space Force, all right? You can call the number.
Service customers through the COVID-19. Some of our TFSC customer service reps are teleworking, which may result in increased wait time. The CSRs will have better access to live chat and email, so we highly encourage customers to leverage those contact options. Customers can email by selecting the Contact Us link from any MyPers page. That function can be accessed on any MyPers page by clicking on the blue bubble that says Live Chat in the bottom right corner. We ask for your patience through these difficult times with you. Our goal is the same today as it was yesterday, to continue providing world-class customer service to airmen and professionals worldwide and their families. Stay safe. For those affected by the coronavirus, please select Main Menu Option 1, Submenu. Welcome to the MyPers Total Force Service Center, A1 Service Desk, and the AASD Help Desk. Please listen carefully as our options have changed. For online services, please visit the MyPers website. Your call may be monitored and recorded for training and quality purposes. Your social security number may be requested for protection, and not providing it may limit your services. The Privacy Act of 1974 will apply. Please choose from one of the following menu options. Regular Air Force with personnel inquiries, press 1. For current or prospective Air Force civilian employees, press 2. For Air Force Reserve National Guard with personnel inquiries, including IMAs and arts and a military status, press 3. For regular Air Force, Guard, and Reserve retirement inquiries, press 4. For personnel systems technical support, press 5. For the AETC Automated Information Systems Desk, press 6. To repeat this message, press the star key.
I have no idea what button to push.
An invalid number. Please try again. Please choose from one of the following menu options. For casualty or AWOL deserter calls, press 1. If you are a command or an MPF representative, please press 2. If you are an airman, you are the next caller in queue.
Oh, I'm the next caller in queue. I told him I was the commander. Donnie Lee. I'm on hold. I'm Commander Donnie Lee of Flat Earth Watertown.
Thanks for calling the Total Force Service Center. This is Christy. Can I help you?
Yes, this is Commander Donnie Lee of Flat Earth Watertown, New York. I am currently live on YouTube, and I want to know if you know about the firmament.
I'm sorry, about what?
The firmament. What do you know about the waters above and the firmament?
I don't have any idea what you're talking about, sir.
You do know that space is fake, Earth is flat, right? Flat and motionless. Earth is flat and motionless. On me. So there we go. She had no idea about the firmament. So we didn't get nowhere calling the Space Force. So those, if you guys want to call the numbers are there. You know, we just got to keep. I might be the only time that lady ever heard the word firmament. She probably never heard of the word firmament, and she probably never heard anybody talking about flat Earth. Right? That's probably going to be stuck on her mind. Call her again. I got to plug my phone in. It's about to die. I would, but look, my battery's almost dead, and it took a while. I got to plug my phone in. So you're right. I will be calling her back. Yeah, I'm here, guys. I'm just grabbing. Just grabbing a cigarette, guys. I had to plug my phone back in. I would have hit the AWOL prompt. That's funny. All right. So it's ridiculous, everybody. I mean, the Space Force is backing us. All right. You can only go about 75 miles up. And I just showed you a picture that they show where it's curving out. All right. All right. So don't fall for it, everybody. You know, I know I got a lot of people who watch my channel who are not flat earthers and don't firmament. They don't know about the waters above. If you're interested in seeing video evidence, please go to my playlist. So if you're one of my haters, they're going to be saying, "Oh, what is this guy talking about? The Space Force is real and space is real." And no, please go to my playlist. I have a lot of good evidence there. Just a starter pack. It's a starter pack of truth. All right. My playlist is just a little starter pack of truth. All right. You want to know? Elena, check out my playlist. All right. Lots of good information in there. So thanks everybody for coming by. And what else we got going on? What do we got going on? City Hall coming up. We got Labor Day coming up. So next weekend's Labor Day weekend, right? Is that how it works? I haven't had a paper calendar on the wall in such a long time. So we got council coming up for September. And that's usually the first Monday of the month. But because the first Monday is Labor Day, I think it gets bumped to Tuesday. So I think that's how that works. I would like to do more videos of me just walking around town talking to people. So Dubious Brothers says haters like Tajmar and Brandon, 354 High Cliff Drive, Apartment D, Watertown, New York. Yeah, just like him, he drove by and paintballed my house. Thanks, Donnie. Take care. Much love. God bless. All right. See you later. Yeah, I got haters out there. So if any, you want to know a little bit of what I'm talking about, there's a little starter pack in the playlist, and there's a lot of good information in there. So thanks everybody. Thanks for coming by. Like and subscribe, especially subscribe, because 25% subscribe who watch my videos. That means 75% of you guys watch my videos and don't hit the subscribe button. Come on, I'm trying to get to 1,000. All right, I'm trying to get 1,000. That's one of my goals. All right, 1,000. All right, let's do it.